Good morning and welcome to At Home with Roby. I'm Patrick McIsaac, president of Roby Electric, along with Trent Haston, president and CEO of the Roby family of companies. We are your hosts. Trent, Sunday morning, Panthers have another chance at the Saints.
Man, you sound a little down on the Cats.
Never down on the Cats, Trent. Never down on the Cats. Had a tough start to the season so far, though. That was a heartbreaker on Monday night earlier in the week. Going into New Orleans 1-4.
Yeah, I have to say I'm such a mega fan. I went and tailgated for about an hour with some friends that went into the game, and I went home and laid on my couch, and I think I fell asleep. We were down 6-0 maybe.
Yep, sounds right.
And I woke up, and it was 17-14
Well,
with the L.
I happened to be in the end zone where Roberto Aguayo's kick went sailing right through the middle of the uprights. As time expired, we lose 17-14.
Man, if it had hit you in the head, it had got stuck in your hair. I can only say that because I got a haircut this week. Because y'all know our sub theme, other than
we can't get
the construction and services industry in Charlotte and the Roby family of companies, is the barbershop.
That's it. And I think if you listened to the show last week, we had about a 4-minute segment on the cream that Trent puts in his hair so his hair doesn't fall out, and the half bottle that he spilled in my car, and it still smells like the old barbershop.
Can we go somewhere today? Can you take me to lunch or something? Please.
Wait, you want to smell like yourself?
I do. I'm not supposed to say that word anymore, but it's the pinnacle of Trent.
I got it. I
love the way my hair smells. But I got scalped this week. Thanks, Reese. I like when I get scalped. I'm not embarrassed about my 12 finger forehead anymore.
I hear you mentioning it with foreheads. I think that's good that you bring up Reese again. That was a neat story last week. If you missed that, go check out our podcast on WBT.com or the WBT app. You can also find us on the iTunes store. Trent, we have Rich Pizio, who's one of my closer friends here in Charlotte. He's an okay guy, and he represents a great company, Ferguson Enterprises.
Yeah, you and Rich and David McGuire, our COO of construction, all started over at Ferguson about the same time, right?
Yeah, pretty close. Dave was a little bit ahead of Rich and I, and Rich was a little bit ahead of me. But, Ferguson's a great training ground for anyone really in the industry, and obviously still a great company. And they have a brand new showroom.
I'm sure Rich likes to hear that Ferguson is a great training ground for Roby.
Yeah, I don't think he likes that at all.
No, but seriously,
that's not what I meant, Rich. That's
seriously, Rich and Craig Montgomery and Rich's wife, Suzanne, and the whole team over there, I mean, literally been networking with, growing our businesses together for, in my case, for over 16 years now. And I talk about it all the time. Ferguson, just as in we talk about like Harkey, I mean, the only people we have on the show are brand partners, and we're going after the same client with the same mind, and we have the same mindset as we go after the client, and we want to over-service and under-promise and over-deliver, and just be good people throughout the whole process and give great product and great service, and Ferguson has done that. And I talk about it, I'll say it again, that was really one of our inflection points after being in business 50 years, and me and my brother come along as another generation, and my dad let us do this, but we started networking business to business, and I say it a lot, you know, I'm trying to shoot a bird with my shotgun, and Ferguson's trying to shoot the same bird or client with their shotgun, and if we put our heads together and network and figure out how we can do more with less and combine our resources, maybe we can figure out how to kill a couple birds with our shotguns instead of shooting at the same bird. And we started doing that in 2001, and we've come a long way. And I've met a lot of great people that have come through the Ferguson ranks and are still leaders in Ferguson, and it's great. So glad to have Rich here.
Well, yeah, I mean, it all boils down to relationships, Trent. I mean, as you're saying, it's do unto others as you would want done to yourself, and Ferguson embodies that. They take good care of us as builders and contractors. They take great care of our customers. They embody the whole giving back. They sponsor a cornhole tournament. I mean, they're exactly what we want to align ourselves with. As you mentioned, they're similar to a Harkey Tile and Stone. There's only a few companies you could really say that about in town.
No, and the cool thing about Ferguson is they have the national and international bandwidth,
Right.
and they still have the hometown feel, and that's the goal. I mean, as we grow our businesses in our own little microcosm in our little world, the goal is that the hometown feel and the good old boy feel and the do unto others feel, hopefully you can make it a little stronger at every ounce of growth, and Ferguson has really done that, which not too many companies that are regional and national and even larger are able to do that. But there's something in the mix over there, and they do a good job of it.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. They keep it personal. I mean, I think that's really important. And to your point, I mean, as big of a company as they are, to be able to do that is huge. I mean, they've definitely have that down. And just to talk about what's going on over there, and I know Rich will really fill us in, but they had their grand opening at their new showroom a couple weeks ago. And I started at Ferguson in 2004, and we had a little showroom that it really had some toilets and some bathroom type fixtures, kitchen type fixtures in the front of our warehouse on Tremont Avenue. And to see what they have now is unbelievably remarkable, how far they've come. I mean, Rich will tell us, and I don't want to steal his thunder, but I think they got something like 10 working kitchens.
10 working kitchens?
Yeah.
Really?
And hopefully I'm getting that right. Rich, obviously, he's been correcting me as a friend for the last 12 years. So I'm sure he'll correct me on what I'm saying wrong about Ferguson here. But, yeah, it's unbelievable, Trent.
Well, good. Well, look forward to having Rich when we come back. If you're just joining us, we have Rich Pizio with Ferguson joining At Home with Roby, Patrick and Trent. We'll be back in a few.